Morning, morning, you beautiful people. Let me flip you for a minute. We were camped up there last night. Yeah, we camped up there on top of that hill last night. A little bit of wind blocks, a little level spot. There's enough room for like one tent, maybe two, but just basically one. Hey, let me flip you one more time. Hang on here. Beautiful mountains in the background. Look at all that. So yeah, we are right now like at 8,100 elevation. 5 miles is the highway that goes to Truckee. We're gonna go pick up some shoes at the post office. That's at elevation 7,000. So next 5 miles you should be going downhill. But yeah, that's kind of my plan for the day, is to go to Truckee, pick up some shoes, maybe grab a burger. Yeah, I don't know, maybe hang out a little bit, and then we're gonna rock and roll on down the trail at Jimmy Jam and try to hitch out of town. So that's kind of how we're gonna do everything. The sun's starting to show. Yeah, today is really just a lot of unknown. So, but we're gonna go down to the highway, hitch into town, and then do some sightseeing in town and then hitch out. So alrighty, holler at you later. Alrighty, we're on this back little road that leads us to the highway, I believe. Looks like it. Yeah, wasn't just straight down from camp, that's for sure. There was some uppies before there was some downies. But yeah, a few blowdowns, but a nice trail. Mellow trail, I guess. Rocky in a few areas. 4 lady day hikers were heading up the trail, and I overheard them talking about how bad the outhouse looked at the trail down at the bottom. And I was kind of chuckling. And yeah, I looked in there before I started videoing here, and yeah, it hasn't been emptied since ski season, so it's pretty full. So alrighty, well, we're gonna get up here and see if we can get a ride to town. Alrighty. Hey, alrighty, so we're back on trail. I didn't really do any videoing down there in Truckee. So yeah, this morning it took about 15 minutes to get hitched to Truckee. Wasn't bad, pretty quick. Lady Jane, she lives in California 6 months out of the year, and the other 6 months her and her husband live on a sailboat cruising around the Atlantic Ocean. They kind of cruise down the Bahamas and all that stuff, and really just float around on a sailboat. Truckee, Jane told me that Truckee at one time was a blue collar small town, and then money took over, and now it's just a bumper to bumper traffic with 100 roundabouts. Yeah, so I got to Truckee, went to McDonald's, because that was the only place I knew that was open at that time. Post office was across the road, which I was lucky for that, but found out Truckee has 2 post offices, and I needed to go to the second post office. So that was 1.5 miles away, not a big deal. It took me kind of like through old Truckee town, which I was trying to enjoy it, but with all the traffic, it was hard to enjoy. So then I kind of ended up at the grocery store, picked up a few items just to get me to the next town, and of course I bought more than I needed. But anyway, I'm carrying extra weight. Then I went and hung out at Dairy Queen for a few hours at an outlet, kind of just charging up everything, making sure I'm not just giving everything a little more power charge. Called my mom, talked to her for a few, and then yeah, went to a gear store, got a new water filter The old water filters has over 1,000 miles going through it. So, and then I just kind of left town with my thumb in the air, and this lady named Sarah with a dog, and she had a Sprinter van that was a homemade conversion, kind of a homemade Goodwill thrift store conversion. It was pretty kind of cool on the inside, just kind of a random stuff put in there. She campgrounds host in the area. She gave me right back to where I'm at now. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, I'm gonna start jimming and jamming down the trail. I got water in 4 miles, and I will talk with you later. It's a little later than I wanted to. I stopped in here at the I-80 rest area to use the bathroom about an hour ago. It's 0.1 off the trail. Let me flip you. Through those gates is the PCT. So yeah, I stopped over here to use the bathroom about an hour ago, and there was a hiker, an older gentleman. He goes by the name of Grandpa. He's from Fairmont, Minnesota. And we were just starting to talk, and he's kind of been interested in the Ice Age Trail, so I kind of filled him in on the Ice Age Trail because I hiked that 2023. Yeah, the guy was a second grade school teacher at one time. He let me see here. So he hiked the PCT, the Oregon section, in 1978. That was the year I was born. He hiked the Washington section in 1995. He hiked like the desert part of the PCT in 4 years ago, and now he's hiking now up to Oregon, and once he gets to Oregon, he's done with the trail. So what an amazing story. I mean, really it is. I mean, the guy just, yeah. He's also trying to, I mean, he's visited a bunch of other trails and did a lot of other sections of trails and whatnot. So, but anyway, all is good with me. I wish there was a vending machine here, but I just left town. So, hey, I got a dog. Oh boy, what's it with me and dogs? Anyway, I'm gonna head back to the trail and start jimming and jamming, rocking and rolling. So, I'll catch you later. Hey, how's it going? Alrighty, 11-mile day. We're camped at 7,664. Good day, you know, considering we went into Truckee. Kind of was talking to the grandpa down at the I-80 rest stop a little longer than I was planning on, but he, very interesting guy. He's got a very interesting outlook on life. You know, he was, because we were kind of talking and stuff, he was saying how, you know, people that are in their 60s and whatnot retire, then they sit in the recliner watching TV, and then they croak over and die. So here he's out hiking and stuff, and how his friends are kind of like, man, you can die doing that, and he's kind of like, well, I'd rather do that than sitting in a recliner. So yeah, Truckee, like I said, Truckee just busy, bumper to bumper traffic, just, oh my gosh, what a nightmare of a town. You know, the old Truckee town, the old buildings, that'd be kind of nice to see that, but just with all the traffic, it was just a headache. But I walked around there pretty decent, you know, like I said, I started at McDonald's, went across the street to the post office, walked a mile and a half. That mile and a half walk to Old Truckee, it was kind of interesting because it kind of started out on like a blacktop little side road, and then I'm on a gravel road and trees, and then I'm in Old Truckee. Then from there, I went to the grocery store, and then just right down from the grocery store was Dairy Queen. So I kind of did a little circle in town, and yeah, I stopped at the 7-Eleven, got me something cold to drink, and then they had all these snacks that were for $1. There were some Cliff Bars in there, and some little gummy worms, and
I already had a full pack of food, so I grabbed a few more items to throw more weight in my pack. But um, yeah, so yeah, I don't know what else to blab, but there is a marmot I seen in my area. Got a good photo of him. But yeah, doing good. I think our next town we're gonna Quincy. Next town's gonna be Quincy. We're gonna skip Sierra City. We're gonna skip that one. That's only like 39 miles from here. We're gonna skip that and head to Quincy. Quincy's like 110 miles, I believe, from here. So we're just gonna push go right there. So, but yeah, all in all, doing good. Jimmying and jamming. Holler at you in the morning.